Well, we'll have all the big national stories in just a bit, but as we're heading into the Tamil Nadu elections, let's just look at the Tamil Nadu story for the moment. The big Tamil Nadu story was that Vasudha Jana Nayagan, still stuck in the courts, is going to take a long time before it gets to the movie theatres, because the division bench, the Chief Justice of the Madras High Court, has sent the matter back to the single judge who had initially ordered that the CBFC give certification for Jana Nayagan, and she's ordered that the order is that it will be heard all over again, which means that the legal battle in the Madras High Court over CBFC certification for Vijay's final film, Jana Nayagan, which is expected to set the tone for his political campaign, will prolong for the next few days. When is it going to hit the screens? That's a big question. Let's not forget that the state heading into elections sometime around 2nd or 3rd week of April is what it's expected, which would mean the model code of conduct will come into place sometime in March. So the question of when the movie is going to hit the screens is one that's being watched with bated breath, Vasudha.
That's right, Veera. But what does this mean for Vijay politically? Because clearly this is a setback for him and his supporters, because this movie was to be released on the 9th of January. There has been a delay. The Pongal weekend has already been lost. The month is getting over. And all of this becomes more volatile as Vijay is not just an actor, but also a contender for the Chief Minister's chair. What does this really mean for Vijay's political campaign? What are your views?
Well, you never know what that means. First, the movie has to release, and I think the focus of the TVK is that the movie has to hit the screen first. They've not reacted very strongly to the Jana Nayagan controversy, and they remain muted on this. Sam Daniel first sets up for us what really happened in the courts today and the legal way forward as far as Jana Nayagan is concerned.
The suspense over the release of actor Vijay's film Jana Nayagan continues as the Madras High Court today accepted the writ plea filed by the Central Board of Film Certification in a setback to actor Vijay. The court ruled that the single judge who gave relief to Vijay earlier ought to have given adequate time for the CBFC to file its counter. Now it's back to square one. The single judge has been directed to hear the plea again, and it all depends how aggressive would the CBFC be. It had wanted the film to be reviewed by a revising committee, and that can happen now only after this hearing comes to a logical conclusion. In fact, it's a worrying time for the film producers. Already the film has missed the original release date of January 9 before Pongal holidays. And now they were hoping that they'll be able to release this film either on the 30th of January or at least before the Valentine's Day weekend in February. Now all eyes would be on the court proceedings, which are likely to resume before the single judge tomorrow. In Chennai, with Dilip, Sam Daniel, Find TV.
So will Jana Nayagan find love on Valentine's Day? That's really the question, Vasudha. It's up in the air at the moment. It's up to the courts to decide when it's going to get its clearance. Let's just listen in to the producer of the film before we head forward.
This is quite a shocker to the entire industry, because already the January month has completely lost, except for two films which has done reasonably okay. But whole industry was waiting for a big box office collection, and everything is lost because the film is not released. And now looks like it is going to be a long-drawn political and legal journey for the film to come out. I'm saying political because this doesn't seem to be like a simple legal process alone.
So that's the next suspense, Vasudha. You and I will be tracking that, because there's as much politics to it as the cinema is all about. What's the buzz in Delhi?